Hi you guys, it's me, Eb. So I've been waiting for the perfect time to do this video about my experience auditioning for The Voice, and I've just been waiting for the perfect time, but it's in this 90-degree weather that I realize it's never going to be a perfect time, so I'm just going to jump right in and do it. Please excuse my hair and all that stuff. Like I said, it's 90 degrees here, and my hair is poofy, and it has a mind of its own sometimes, okay? I can't always be super pretty because I got stuff to do. So first thing, I auditioned for The Voice last year, 2017 in June, and as some of you already know, I live in Atlanta, but they weren't having auditions in Atlanta. They were only having auditions in like St. Louis and a couple other places. So I went to St. Louis, and how I got to actually go there was a coworker encouraged me to go. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like I was very nervous about it, as you should be, because you're getting ready to you're probably gonna have one of the most vulnerable experiences of your life, and you're having it in front of a lot of people. So just to walk you through it, I signed up online, and when you sign up they send you a link. And again, I did this last year, so maybe they changed the process. I doubt it. But I signed up online. They sent me a link to register. You put in your city that you want to audition in, and you give them your address. And as it gets closer to the date of the audition, they'll go ahead and send you your paperwork, and they're going to send you waivers to sign that basically says that if they use video image of you, it's okay to they can do whatever they want to do with it. Basically, they own any footage that they capture of you, and they give you your ID, your registration number, all of that good stuff, and they tell you exactly where to go. So if I can locate them, I did take pictures and stuff like that, and I did kind of vlog the experience. If you follow me on my Instagram, you probably saw a lot of those already, but I'll try to upload some so you guys can see. Let's see, I don't want this video to be too long, so I took a flight to St. Louis, and I stayed downtown. They were having it at a ballpark stadium, and it was just really exciting. I really felt like I was doing something that I had never done before, but in I can't explain it. It's just like the nerves, and you wanting to get everything right, and you wanting to get the situation over, really. So they basically explained that when you show up there, you have to have that registration thing that they send you like right before. I want to say I got it like a week before the actual auditions, when they finally resent like the waivers and the contract and stuff like that. You gotta have that, and you gotta have a photo ID. It is only you auditioning, so you can't bring your friends or anything like that. Unless you are a minor, then you can have a guardian with you, but just don't think that it's gonna be like Idol or somewhere where you can bring your friends and they can be with you to cheer you on, because it's not the case. As soon as you get through the door, and really as soon as you get through the security in the line, you're on your own. But don't let that scare you. Don't let that scare you. It's just, The Voice really takes it seriously. They're not really like, yeah, they want the ratings and stuff, but the center of the show is really about talent and stuff. So they really run a tight ship, but it helps everything go along smoother and faster, which is what I'm getting ready to get to. So they had 2 audition times. Trying to remember, maybe like 8 to 3, and then maybe like 3 to 8, or somewhere around those lines. And I signed up for the early one, because the earlier the better. I wanted to catch them while they were still fresh and all of that good stuff. I kind of felt like the latter part of the day they would be tired and not really as eager to listen. So I get there. Now, mind you, before I went, and my advice would be to anybody that's thinking about going, is to get you a vocal coach if you don't have one already. I have one already, but at the time of the audition, My previous vocal coach, he had relocated out of state, so I really didn't have anybody to prep me or say, yeah, this is a good song, or this is good. And that's another thing, they want you to sing a song a cappella for them, which I'll get to with the audition, but you gotta have that prepared. And they also want to hear like something current as well, and they want you to come to the audition dressed as an artist. And that was pretty cool. No chicken suits. Like I said, it's totally different from Idol. So anywho, so I get there, and the line is like all the way down the block, and people are standing by watching people in the line thinking, oh my god, what is wrong with these people for standing in this line? I mean, it was crazy long. It was like down the block. Stood in line, met some really nice people, and that's another reason why I would encourage anybody to go ahead and go to the audition, is because you're gonna meet some great people who can calm your nerves, who share the same passion as you do. Maybe some of them are a little bit more seasoned. It was just great. I met a nice young lady, and I can't remember her name. I want to say maybe it was Madison or something like that. But her and a couple of other people, you do, I don't want to call them weird, but you do have those people that you're kind of like, okay. Some of them are there, but as long as they have the talent to back it up, you can't really say anything, you know. But I don't think this person did. But anywho, I met a really nice lady there. She had driven 14 hours to get there. Her parents drove her, but she was of age, so she couldn't have, you know, them with her at the actual during the process. It was more like they're behind at the hotel. They'll see her when she gets back. So it was just really cool. It was really cool. We probably waited in line for about 4 hours. It sounds like a long time. I know it does. But it really was not that long. When you're standing there and you're talking to people, and some people, they start singing together, and you're listening to everybody's story, it goes by very fast. Like, the line was moving so fast. So, you know, shout out to The Voice, because when they put together these auditions, they already have in mind what the turnout is going to be, especially when people are registering. They know what the turnout is going to be. They have the execution down packed. Like, I can't even sit here and say that they need to improve that, because they don't. You do have to walk through a metal detector, so be prepared for that. But if you don't have anything, you should have nothing to worry about. They did have guards there. As you get closer to the actual audition room, they have tables where they start putting you in groups. So I'll turn my ear down. My ear is like blowing all of my face. I hope it's not in the video. They start putting you in different groups of 4, I want to say. Like, they give you a number, and they have everybody at this table in different lines. Like, that's what's so cool about it. And they have like 4 people at each of the tables, and they're just directing you. So it was the ballpark stadium. Anyway, it was the perfect place to have the audition, because you knew you were going to have that many people. But anyway, so you stand in these little individual lines that they start forming, because it starts as one long single file, but they start cutting it into 4 lines. So that was pretty cool. At that point, we went up the escalators leading to another waiting area. And this is where, if you formed friendships with people, this is where you guys kind of split off. So you kind of wish each other the best, and you go and sit down in your designated area, and hopefully some of the people that you were in line with are over there with you, or at least in eye shot, so that you can look at them and hang on to your motivation. Let's see, what else? Oh, they give you the wristbands, so that was cool, because I felt so legit and so official. Let's see. Okay, so let's get down to the audition, because I do want to do a separate video as to why you should, if singing is your passion, I don't care if you don't have any experience or if you're seasoned. If singing is your passion and this is what you want to do professionally, I think you should do it. Regardless of the outcome, you should do it. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if you could get through an audition like that, there is nothing you cannot do. After singing in front of complete strangers, a lot of them, and giving your all and going for it in the little 30 seconds to a minute they give you, there's nobody that you can't sing in front of. Because it's a whole nother level of nerves. It really is. And it's an accomplishment regardless of the outcome. So anyway, we get up and we start moving towards another set of stairs. We get up there, and now these are the actual audition rooms, okay? So they have multiple private rooms there. They have chairs lined up. People are sitting, and they're doing 10 to a room. 10 to a room. Sorry. And so they call you in 10 at a time. You sit down. Now, the seats are arranged like a V, and there's a table in the middle with a judge. And she says, "Thank you guys for coming out. I know you must be nervous. I'm going to call each of you up individually to take your turn, give you about 30 seconds to a minute. Don't be offended if I cut you off, and don't be offended if I'm not constantly looking at you. I'm just going to be taking some notes." Now she's steady typing on her laptop, so my guess would be is that she's watching you from the computer. She's taping. She didn't say it, but I'm pretty sure that's what was happening. So anyway, like I said, I really didn't have that direction as far as what kind of song I would sing or anything like that. So I was the way I set my mind up was, okay, I'm just gonna sing the songs I know people like to hear me sing. So my song was Rain from SWV, and then oh my god, what was the other song? Okay, let's come back to that. I might remember. Sorry, y'all. So anyway, she starts calling everybody up, and it's apparent that she's calling everybody up alphabetical order. Well, my last name is Wyatt, so you know what that means. It starts with a W. I'm gonna be last. So I'm like, phew. That is like the greatest advantage, because I got to see the competition that was in the room. So I mean, people were going up and singing, and I think it was really at this point that I started realizing I should have chosen better songs, because now that people were singing songs that was greater than the ones I had chosen, but I started to realize how kind of underprepared those songs were. Like, when you audition, you want to sing a song that's gonna blow people out of their seats, or somebody like that lady, you want to sing a song where she's gonna look up at you. I'm just saying, like, you don't want to go in there and be mediocre. I will say that. Don't go in, unless that's just truly your style and that's who you are as an artist. You don't want to go in there sounding mediocre, because they're gonna be like, oh, that was nice, that was sweet, but it really wasn't, memorable. You gotta go in there and just throw your guts out. I'm just saying. But I started realizing that, like, okay, maybe these songs aren't okay. It was Giving Him Something He Could Feel. It was Rain and Giving Him Something He Could Feel by En Vogue. Those were my two songs, and they do tell you to have two, but I would suggest you have 3 to 4, because I've heard of situations where people have asked they have asked somebody to sing another one, sing another one, sing another one, sing another one. And it could just have been they ran into somebody who was trying to give them a chance, so they wanted to filter through whatever they had. But yeah, I would, better safe than sorry. Better safe than sorry. Choose 3 to 4 songs. So anywho, so they're getting up, and there's the other people in the room are singing songs like Cher, If I Could Turn Back Time. That is not a good audition song. It is not. What about that shows your vocal ability? I'm just saying. You have people in there singing songs by what's the lady's name? Jessie Smith? I don't know. Jessie J. Okay, yeah. Which were, it was good, and some of them were like really good. Like somebody saying "Listen" by Beyonce. I thought that was a really good song because it kind of pushes you out there. And I think a lot of people sang Beyonce that day, from what I heard. So anywho, everybody is going, and then the lady behind the table is going to keep a straight face. So just letting you guys know that she's not really going to be smiling, or at least that wasn't my experience or my observation. She just kept a straight face, and that's really what most of them do in this field, unless they're just super relaxed and y'all are super cool and close. But most of them, they just straight face. I don't know, because to me that makes you even more nervous, because you're thinking like, okay, am I singing this right? But anyway, so everybody goes, and then it's my turn, and I stand up and I sing Rain. After that, I sang the first verse into the chorus, and then I sat down. So then she goes, thank you everybody for coming. I know it must take a lot of nerves to come, but I'm so glad that you did. She said, such and such, stay behind, I would like to speak with you. And if I didn't call, she said, if I don't call your name, then it's a no, but thank you so much for your time. So then she goes to the girl, one of the girls that sang the Beyonce song. She asked her to stay behind and chat with her. And then she says, Ebony, if you don't hear from me by 8 o'clock, then it's a no. I said, okay. And it's so funny because when we were leaving, people were like crying, like people who got no's. And I understand. I totally understand, because a lot of people, they look at it as their last resort, but really, you guys, it's the beginning. Like I said, if you could get through that, there is going to be not one opportunity that you cannot go for. I am telling you, if you don't make it past the voice auditions, please understand that it is only the beginning for you. It really is. It is only the beginning. It is. Don't let that stop you. So anywho, I get back. Oh, that's why I brought that up. So some of the people that I had met there, like really nice, really outgoing, really sweet and shy, they became like so angry, like in a bad way, like in a disrespectful way, to the point where it's like, you know what, I don't even want to talk to you. And again, I understand they really wanted it, but at the same time, if you don't get it, you don't have to be disrespectful towards other people. If anything, just don't say anything, or just say, you know what, I need some time to process this. I really don't want to be fooled with, but don't get disrespectful. Anywho, so I go back to the hotel, and it's about maybe 4 o'clock ish, around that time. On my way there, somebody stopped me in the middle of the street, and it was a girl that I had saw standing in a line earlier, and she was saying that she had turned around and went back to her hotel, but she changed her mind. She's gonna go see the audition through. So that was pretty cool. And she had on like this sequence top. But anyway, so it was the longest wait of my life, basically, because I'm like, okay, if I don't hear by 8 o'clock, like I called my dad, I called my mom, I called all of them, and my dad was just like, it's okay, if they don't, you went for it, and a lot of people probably wouldn't have done that. And I would like to say that to you guys too, if you're thinking about auditioning, or if you're actually made up your mind to go, that is such a good thing. Like, you're doing such a great thing for your career regardless of the outcome. I do want you guys to get it though, I really do. But even if you don't, just know that you're doing one of the greatest things for your career by doing that. I promise you, it's gonna open something up in you, wide open. But anyway, so my dad was kind of giving me the pep talk in case, I didn't get the call. I got the call at 8:10. And she says, hey, I would like you to come tomorrow to the second round of auditions. And I had to pick I had to pick 3 songs. The 3 songs had to represent me as an artist, and then they had to be current, like on the charts. And if you guys listen to my music, I am very much like an old school kind of girl. Like I have like this old kind of throwback sound, because really all I listen to is old school music. So this was another recipe for my downfall. I didn't have a vocal coach say, well, let's examine this song or let's examine that song. No, it wasn't like that at all. I had to figure it out. So I mean, oh, and you had to bring the instrumentals. So I just downloaded it on my phone. If you have a CD, that will be good too. But they want you to have the instrumentals, because in the second round, you are going to actually perform it in front of several people. Yeah. So yeah, that is part 1. Or should I just go ahead and just tell y'all about the second? I'm going to tell y'all about the second round. I ain't been doing no part 2 to this. So the next day, well, she had given me the address when she called, and the next day I showed up. It was less people there, of course, out of thousands of people from the previous day, because it wasn't an open call. It was whoever got the callbacks. Showed up. People were standing outside of the room waiting, another private room. And you get in there, they have this camera, and they say, hey, we want you to look straight ahead at the camera. We want you to do these songs. My song choice, you guys, it was terrible. Like, it could have gotten no worse than the songs that I chose. I chose Bruno Mars. That's what I like, or that's what I like. Yeah, I'm sorry, you guys. It's been a whole year, so I'm having to really think about this stuff. But yeah, I chose Bruno Mars. That's what I like. And actually, that one they really liked that song, so it worked out. Because it kind of had that old school feel. And I did Childish Gambino's song, which I don't really care for that song per se, but I was trying to pick songs that I felt like represented me as an artist. And in terms of what was on the charts, see, here's the thing about R&B. I don't know about country and pop and all that stuff, but as an R&B singer, it is very hard to find an R&B song that's on the charts and is R&B, because all this R&B nowadays is so filtered with rap, or if they're not singing, they're doing like this mumbo singing, and it's like, you can't do no mumbo singing for no audition. This is not 1996 or 1995 where we still have R&B on the radio like Whitney's or Deborah Cox, or like those songs. They're classics, but they're not on the charts anymore, you know. So that was very difficult. So if you're doing R&B, guys, what you might want to do is take a song that's current and just try to switch it up. You're gonna have to. If it's a mumbo R&B song, change it to where it's not mumbo. And that's excellent advice, actually. That is some excellent advice, because it's hard. If somebody says sing an R&B song, you could probably do it. You could. But if they say, I'll sing an R&B song that's on the charts today, and I honestly think that's why some R&B artists don't get selected for stuff like this anymore. From a voice standpoint, is because the R&B just isn't there anymore. And I'm not trying to insult any artists out there. I'm not. I understand, you know, you got to be relevant and stuff, but audition songs are not really on the charts like that anymore. It's really not. Like I said, I don't know about country, pop, and rock. That stuff might still be good, obviously. Or do a gospel song, maybe. But then, is gospel really representing you as an artist? You kind of have to, because it has to represent you. But anywho, so I did the songs, and they kind of let you do like a minute of it, a minute or so. And then after that, you know, they thank you and they let you know right away. And for me, unfortunately, I didn't make it through to the bottom issue, but looking back, I wasn't ready. You know, I wasn't ready. I really wasn't fully prepared like I thought I was. And like I said, you guys, it really was the best thing I could have ever done for myself as far as a singing career. And I'm not saying that once you do this, you're never going to be nervous to sing for people again. I'm not saying that, but it will shatter most of your nerves. It's almost like, I don't know how to describe it, but there, you're going to feel like you should feel a sense of pride, because people don't have the guts to do that. And you should feel a sense of pride because you went for it. And as long as they keep holding auditions, you can keep trying as much as you like. There's no limit. I even thought about going to the audition this year, and maybe I will do it for you guys just to really show y'all the process and vlog live and stuff. That might be a good idea. I might go through this again for you guys. But and it's good to put fire up you, like bring that fire back and just re-motivate you to go for it, and make them regret not choosing you. And if they don't choose you, don't take it personal, like you're not a good singer, or you're not a good artist. You just weren't what they're looking for, and that is okay. Mariah Carey got a lot of no's, but she didn't stop. You know, Anita Baker got a lot of no's and she didn't stop. Toni Braxton, they told her that she wouldn't get far because she sounded like a man. So sometimes you have to get your no's before you get your yeses. And it's how you handle those no's that set you up for those yeses. So you guys, if you are thinking about auditioning, do it. If you are, congratulations, go get it. And whatever happens, I hope you guys make it through. But if you don't, do not be down on yourself. There's always next time. And when one door closes, another opens. And if you take the good from it, a lot of doors are going to open for you, I promise. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions, please drop them down below. If you like the video, please like it and subscribe. On this channel, I plan on doing a lot of advice videos and experience videos. I've been singing for a while and really getting my feet wet, and I have a lot of advice and a lot of insights that I think that will be helpful and not detrimental to you guys. But hang in there. I know you're nervous, or I know that, you know, this might be stepping out of your comfort zone, but you're gonna see that you'll be stepping out of your comfort zone a lot if this is what you want to do. So best of luck, and let me know what you guys think in the comments, okay? Thank you so much. Bye.